Hi, Ben. Good morning, everybody. I'm Heidi with the Minimalist Homeschool, and welcome to our 100 Days of Homeschool series. This is our final week. We are counting down with Friday being day 100 of our 2018-2019 homeschool year. You being a goose? Get them raspberries? So, Lord willing, we will have a very fun and exciting week this week to kind of wrap up where we've been at for these 100 days with a fun little celebration on Friday. I wanted to share a few different things. One of them, very exciting for me anyways, is that my sweet mama friend over at Sodbuster Living, if you are not following her on Instagram already, you've got to go over there and do so. She had asked me during our YouTube live on Saturday that we host, she'd asked me how the purge was going. And the purge being me going through our house, we are trying to get rid of everything, keeping just bare necessities. And I answered and said, it was going horrible. I had started off really strong, cleared everything out of our bedroom. It came here into the living room and has lived here for like a month now. It's been ridiculous. I keep just running into things and having all of these issues getting it done. And so after talking with her and everybody else who is on the YouTube live, we were talking about, they brought up the point, do you think maybe it's some kind of test of faithfulness? Like, are you guys serious about this? Are you really doing this? And I shared, there has just been a lot of, spiritual attack and different various struggles and things going on for our family, which keep causing me to not get these things done. And so after we got done doing that this weekend, I was like, you know what? Talking with them and you guys bringing that up just made me that much more encouraged. Is the doggy down there? Just had me that much more encouraged to get it done. And so I did. This room, you guys, I filmed a whole video. I know what people do, like clean with me videos. I did a clean with me, but like a minimize with me video that I did everything. I tackled this room yesterday and it's so clean and empty. Not that it's empty, but it's empty of all of the junk. The only things left in here are things that we truly use and truly love. So that part of it is so unbelievably exciting. You want to go down? And already this morning, the girls have started. You can see their clothes here on the couch. They brought out their clothes that they had in their drawers and are separating them and picking out truly just their favorite clothing items that they do love and enjoy wearing, so that way we can get rid of everything else, pass that on, and let it be a blessing to someone else. So they're already started on that this morning. I didn't even tell them to do it. They were ready to go. So thank you guys for your encouragement this weekend and bringing that up, because I got it all done. And I even filmed it so I can share the whole minimize with me, clean with me thing with you guys. I have everything recorded and it will post next Monday here on our YouTube channel. So like I said, we're about done with 100 days of homeschool, but that doesn't mean that we're done creating stuff. If anything, there's probably more stuff that is in the works, Lord willing, and on its way to you all. You guys are also fantastic. We appreciate your support so much. We're praying over so many things, working on videos and podcasts and new websites and redone websites and the magazine and Bible studies and the YouTube lives and I don't know, whatever else God gives to us, we will happily do and work on, and we're very excited for it. Oh my goodness, the dog and the cat are going around and around. The cat will mess with the dog and the dog thinks she's playing with him, but I really don't think she is, but he thinks she is. Usually doesn't end well for him. Anyways, the other thing that I really want to share, because it was just the more and more we are diving off into this living by faith and going wherever God may call us and not holding on to the things of this world, but being completely eternity focused in our lives here. Does that make sense? There's just crazy things going on. And God is so cool in the way he works. You know how maybe you went up here. You know how sometimes, now you want back down. Jerry, what are you doing? You're just running around. You know how sometimes maybe you haven't read your Bible in a while, or you haven't been to church in a while or whatever, but then you'll go to church or you'll open up your Bible and it's exactly what you needed to hear. It's exactly the thing that you've been struggling with or dealing with or whatever. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's like it's talking right to me, right? It's so cool. Well, okay, stop running. Try to get stuff done, I promise. It's been like that for us in the sense of we're trying to do all of this stuff, and right, we have plenty of opposition, you guys. I mean, from ourselves, where we're second guessing ourselves and what we're doing, from even well-meaning family and friends to questions we get asked, because it's not the norm, it's different. And we second guess ourselves, and we have times where we're just like, I'm going to throw in the towel and give up. We can't do this. What are we doing? We're crazy or whatever. And then it'll be scripture we read, or a little card that's sent to us, or the scripture that's written in the card that was sent to us. And we're like, oh my gosh, like it's so cool. Just various different things like that we're constantly being shown and reassured of the path that we are embarking on. And I want to share this very specific thing because I am not an emotional person whatsoever. In fact, my family kind of gives me a hard time about it. But guys, this brought me to my knees. Yesterday, which was Sunday for us, I woke up to some notifications on my phone, which I usually do. So I just kind of was looking at them to see if it was anything I needed to, deal with that day or just let go, kind of checking them out. And I had a YouTube comment from somebody that I went to go and read, and it was very sweet, and, I responded to it, but then I noticed I had an email from that same person, and was like, oh, that's crazy. You guys, this various different viewers, you guys are so fantastic, and your support of our ministry and your encouragement in a million different ways, be it by the comments you send, the messages, the emails, the prayers you have for our family, little goodies you guys send us, and even monetary donations to help us in our ministry. And this person sent $100 Amazon gift card to our family. Are you kidding me? $100. Wow. I didn't know what to do. That was just so crazy. What a blessing. And with the sweetest little message and all of these things, I mean, it was just, it literally, it was so just humbling and beautiful, and I could never say thank you enough. But here's the part that makes it bananas. We're reading this book. I know I talk about George Mueller all the time, and if you haven't gone and looked him up already, maybe now's the time that you do so. But the kids and I and my husband were reading this book, this George Mueller book, in the evenings. It's like we do a family read aloud chapter book all the time. And this is one we're working on, and we had just read this part in the story the night before because things got a little hectic. A couple nights we missed, and so we were sitting down reading, kind of catching up, and he was talking about how him and living this life by faith, he was telling God what he needed. He's not asking anyone specifically for anything. He's telling God what he needed, and God would provide a way. And there were some things he had been praying for and working on, and he was just like struggling, and God, please provide. This is what I need to be doing. Please provide and show me. And the thing is this woman made a donation to him and what he was doing, the ministry his family was quite literally living out. And it was a donation of 100 pounds. Pounds, dollars, I know we're a little different now, but the kids, when I came out and I opened that email and I said, oh my gosh, you guys, this family donated $100. Oh my gosh. The kids immediately lit up. And I think Lily was the first one to actually get the words out, but they were like, oh, just like George Mueller when he got the 100 pounds from the lady. And it was like exactly what they needed. And he couldn't believe it. So just how nuts that the things that we're reading, the things we're praying over, where God is leading and all of these different things, it just was such a huge, oh my goodness, that's beyond amazing. So I had to tell that little story because it was just so cool. And I was like, oh, I can't wait in the vlog to be able to share this with you guys tomorrow. So now you know. But super amazing. Thank you guys all again, of course, for not only the things that you donate and are sending to our family to go towards this ministry, but for your prayers, for your encouragement, for your support, for even interacting with us in any of this and taking time out of your day to be invested in this. And just all your prayers, all your comments, all your everything. So thank you so much again. I think the kids sound like they're possibly getting ready. I'm going to go sit down with Travis and get some one-on-one school time with him. Hey, buddy.
I figured out what got on your shoe.
You figured out what got on my shoe?
Yeah.
Finally, we'll figure out the mystery thing I found on my shoe this morning. I'm going to go get some one-on-one time with Travis, getting some of his work done, and then I will bring Lily and Virginia in so we can get their school lessons done. And then today, Monday, is our like nature in action day where we do, it got on your thing too? What is it?
I'll show you.
Are you serious? Where was this at?
Well, you got it when you were in the bathroom, right?
It was in my bathroom though.
Yours?
Oh,
This is
no.
Because it had the same exact type of blue coloring
Yep.
effect. And what it was is it was like
fell
in the thing,
over.
and it was dripping.
Oh, no. Is it anywhere else? Is
Not
it
that
anywhere
I know
else?
of. I'm pretty sure that area.
Do you see this?
What?
The toilet bowl cleaner got knocked over, and that's what was coming out and dripping on stuff. It did it to my shoe
Where was it at?
in the bathroom.
In whose?
Kids' bathroom.
Oh.
So when I was getting ready, because I get ready in the kids' bathroom, that's how it was.
Well, and you know where it was dripping right in the middle of the room.
Okay. What is going on with you girls?
Well,
What is this? Why is the pillowcase?
because it's it for our game. They're going to a sleepover. There's this girl named Beth in the game, and she's going to her friend's house for a week and having a sleepover.
Oh my
All
goodness.
those nights.
Are you Beth?
So she packed up things.
Hi, Beth.
I did that.
Oh, is it?
Do you want to see what's in the? See what's in the thing?
Am I allowed to see what's in the thing?
Let her see what's in the thing.
Okay, let me open it.
I'm kind of scared.
Go away. If you see knives and guns, don't. All right, in here. Don't be surprised. So she's bringing her blanket. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Blanket. Oh, we forgot the pillow. Her jacket.
Chill out.
Her sparkly shoes.
Sparkly shoes.
Look at the other one. Roman
course.
sandals.
Girls have to travel with sparkly shoes.
Just the essentials.
Just the
Is
essentials.
that
Is that it? Yeah, that's
it?
all you need.
No.
Oh, and a headband. Yeah.
Notebook.
So that's all you need for a week's worth of travel.
And her pillow.
Wonderful.
Whoa.
Hey, we don't throw
Here,
stuff.
Let me show you how
And a phone.
Awesome.
Okay, so sparkly shoes, a pillow,
A
blanket,
jacket.
jacket, fancy scarf. All you need for a week's worth of travel.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Hey.
they're just gonna
Stop
stay
jumping
there
all over the
for
couch,
a
please.
week.
All right, girls, we will work on your clothes in a little bit. I need to go do some one-on-one school stuff with Travis, so you guys can go play nicely and kindly. Have some playtime while I work with Travis.
A little bit because that's her friend's house.
Oh, this is the friend's house. Okay, can you just please not
Who
destroy
is
all
the
the
friend?
work that I did? That would be awesome. No, don't destroy everything. What's all this stuff down here, girls?
What's that? Oh, they're making soup.
They're making soup.
Okay, don't say it's yucky when I say the name of it. It's called leg soup.
Leg
You
soup?
don't put legs in it. You don't chop off your
Why is
legs.
it called leg soup?
Because if someone has a broken leg, it helps the most.
Oh, okay.
That's how you make it.
So like a
Take
heel.
This
You take the essential oils in the wall plug
and a heart.
and a heart. Got it. Okay, can we please just play somewhat quietly so your brother and I can get school done?
Yep, as quiet as you can be.
Thank you so much. Does that sound good, Pickle Baby? Or Beth, right?
A Beth baby.
So I don't know if you guys completely remember how this living room looked. And again, I have a video coming out with the whole thing on it, but look at this. All of the stuff is gone, just my plants left. And the girls' clothes that we're gonna go through today with the dog, of course, snuggling in them. And then this shelf where we keep their school stuff, Legos, painting, Play-Doh and stuff. And then that's where the baby's basket goes. And then Travis over here doing his schoolwork. But look, all the stuff. And then the only other thing that we kept in here is our inversion table. We use that every single day, my husband and myself both. So our whole
use every day.
Our whole room, look at that. Everything actually gone.
It does look actually really clean.
How are you and the dog doing?
I think he's doing all right now.
I
I was doing fine.
don't like cameras.
When you're sheltered, well, he didn't really have a choice. I kind of just started filming him.
Yeah.
When your rescue dog has major anxiety issues and sometimes just needs to be held like a baby.
I'm a baby goat.
You guys got into my lipstick, huh? Did you at least brush your teeth before you got into the lipstick?
You got blood in your teeth.
Hey, did you girls at least brush your teeth before you got into the lipstick?
Yeah, promise.
So today I wanted to take a couple minutes and just kind of talk about it's a question I get asked rather frequently and something that's kind of on my mind on the day-to-day. But when you homeschool, when you are home all the time, especially, working out of the home, schooling out of the home, maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom and you're not necessarily homeschooling yet, but how do you keep your house clean when everybody is home all the time? It's one thing I think back to when my husband and I worked like normal 9-to-5 jobs and Travis was first in like kindergarten at public school. It was one thing for me to weekends I would clean the whole house, get everything done. And then during the week, it relatively stays the same because honestly, we're only home for a little bit in the evening and a little bit in the morning. The rest of the day, the house sat empty. So it was easier in some ways to keep the house clean. When you shift over to having your kids home all day long, working out of the home, if your spouse works out of the home, if you're just a stay-at-home mom and you're there all the time and everybody is constantly using all of the things, it can be a lot and it can be really hard to just keep up on it, really. And so I wanted to share, not that I am by means the end-all be-all perfect person of doing this, because my house is very much lived in. It is not a perfect, beautiful showroom house. It's an ugly rental house. And there's a lot of us in this house every single day. It's myself and my husband who both work on this ministry out of our homes. We have 4 kids from 1-year-old to 14 years old. We have dogs. We have a cat. We have my 2 brothers who, for more times than not, live here with us. We had my mother-in-law living here with us, and we live out in the country, surrounded by nature. So any little bit of rain, any little bit of weather, there's always debris being tracked in. It happens. It's a lot. And so when we are home all the time and using everything all the time, I know that one of my triggers that gets me really stressed out is when the house is just a mess and there's stuff everywhere. That just drives me bananas. And I'm not behaving as I should when I'm starting to get stressed and overwhelmed. So that's why the whole minimalism thing really started off with for me, because the less we had that would just make a mess everywhere and get me stressed out, the better. So some things that we do to help us keep a handle on it. The first would be clean as you go. I've showed some little clips and you guys have seen this before, but we make breakfast in the morning, we sit down and have Bible study. And then as soon as Bible study is over, all of the breakfast dishes get rinsed and put in the dishwasher. The table gets completely everything cleared off, put where it goes, not just stacked up on the counter or some other surface, but everything gets completely cleared off, put away, table wiped down, reset to ground zero. Then we move into school time. So the table gets, all the school stuff comes and ends up all over the table. The girls inevitably end up bringing out all of the watercolor stuff, Play-Doh, Legos, you name it. The table by lunchtime is just full of stuff. And so lunchtime again, we eat lunch, and then as soon as lunch is over, everything gets rinsed off, put in the dishwasher, all of the school stuff gets put away, table gets completely wiped down, everything is bare and clean yet again. And I've noticed that as long as I started the trend of making sure that I would do that after every single activity we do, I completely clean everything. Even when we're baking and cooking and stuff, I clean it all as I go. I don't make all of this stuff and then just leave a huge mess sitting in the sink. As we are finishing using things, I'll just take 2 seconds, rinse it, and put it in the dishwasher. Just anything that you can do, you try to think of it, you want to have to touch things less. So, for instance, if I have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of dishes sitting on the table, right, or dishes laying around the house, I want to just pick them up, rinse them, and put them in the dishwasher right then. Not pick them up from here and set them on the counter, and then take them from the counter and put them in the sink, and then finally, move them out of the sink because I need to get into the sink, and then finally rinse them off, and then eventually get them to the dishwasher. The least amount of times that you are touching something, that means you're just taking it from where it is to where it needs to go. End of discussion. You're done with it. You don't have to mess with it. So we try to clean as we go in between things. Another big one that I can tell is killing me right now is I usually have my little iLife robotic vacuum that I bought on Amazon a couple of years ago. Love it so much. But you guys, a couple weeks ago, I told you about it, but it just stopped working. And so luckily I had bought the extended warranty. The extended warranty was getting ready to expire. It expires actually, I think this week would have been it. But I got it sent in just in time. They were trying to fix it and done all of this. They couldn't get it fixed. So I got a full refund for the original purchase price a couple of years ago. What a blessing. How amazing. Since we have not had our little vacuum, who we named Roby, the floors are a mess. I am struggling to keep up on them. Buying that vacuum was the best thing I think I've ever purchased as a housewife and a mom, by far the best, because I just click the button, he just cleans throughout the day, and it's not constantly stressing me out that the kids are traipsing through the house in their shoes, even though I ask everybody not to wear shoes in the house, and stuff gets tracked in with them, right? Between them and the dogs and my husband and even me, there's always stuff on the floor and it drives me crazy. So having that vacuum, lifesaver. So I was able to take, which is such an incredible blessing that I prayed for and I am very thankful for, but I got a full refund. I was able to then purchase the newer, not the newest, but a newer upgrade of my vacuum. So even better. And I like the one we had, but even better. And because there was Amazon had like a coupon that I could apply to this vacuum, I was able to get now a 3-year extended warranty on my new vacuum. And I think we came $10 out of pocket. So super awesome. I'm so excited. It will be here on Wednesday and my floors will be back on track. But normally that is something that I just let clean throughout the day when we're doing whatever and then it's taken care of. I don't have to mess with it. Try to keep up on sweeping. I am totally failing at. So now that new vacuum's coming, that will be much better. So cleaning as we go, not touching, just do it. Just if it will take you under a minute to get the task done the first time, just do it real quick. Don't put it off. Just get it done. And the more that you start doing that and modeling that behavior, the more you'll see it from the kids. When I tell them and I'm like nagging at them to get something done, rarely ever gets done. If I go ahead and humble myself and just start serving our family in that way and doing it, I notice everybody else kind of kicks in and just gets it done. So that's a huge help. The other way that I found really, really helps as far as keeping our home clean on the daily is making the systems simpler. So if you have everything has to be just exactly so, or you have there's only one way that everything fits in whatever your, amazing Pinterest-worthy organizational system is or whatever. Or maybe you just have nowhere for anything to go, and that's why everything's a mess, because nothing has a home that it can go to, right? I try to make that so simple that the kids can easily do it. So their art supplies. Art was something that would always stress me out because I'd have this whole process of how it needed to be done before anybody could work with the art supplies. And so the kids weren't getting to paint as much as they wanted to, which was getting me stressed out and them upset and all of this, and it didn't work well. Well, I made sure that all of our paints we get are washable, so that way inevitably they're going to get it on something and whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But then I make it easy for them to get to. So I have a basket that I showed you guys earlier in the living room that has all of their art supplies in it. It's got the actual like watercolor palettes. It's got their books. It's got extra cloths that are kind of like yucky cloths that they can use to clean up. And then underneath our sink, I have just a simple vase that has all of our paintbrushes in it, and they have two little like tin cups that I think we got from Dollar Tree years and years and years ago, but they have two little designated cups to put their water in. And so even our 5-year-old is completely self-sufficient on everything that they need to get everything out, and then when they're done, they know exactly where it all goes to get put back. So everything can stay simple and organized and neat with the kids doing it, because it's not this ridiculously complex, thing that I've made it up to be, and it's getting put away because it has a designated home. If things don't have a designated home, no wonder everything's always a mess. Nobody knows where anything goes because you haven't given it a spot to go anywhere. That's a big one for us, just having it very simple. I've even added, like here on our dining room table, which is the heart of our home where most everything happened, I keep just a simple vase. 2 vases. This one has chalk, so they have little chalkboards in their art box. They have a whole thing. At first I thought I would have them like nice and neat and our chalk would never get broken and all of that other stuff. Yeah, give me a break, lady. So all of this chalk, it just all lives in here. And then colored pencils, their school pencils, a pair of scissors. There used to be way more in here. Now there's like a pencil and 2 colors. There's supposed to be a sharpener in here. Lily's been putting the stuff in her purse because it's for some game they're playing. I don't know. But when she's done, it just all goes in this container. These just live on the table. And then that way stuff isn't just spread out everywhere. It's in one thing. It's easy. Anybody can get something out of here. Anyone can put it back. And it stays organized. Super easy. Same thing, the baby's toys. I have one basket that everything gets thrown into. So it's easy for us when the baby needs something to go and grab that. It's easy when I go, okay guys, when we get done with the activity, I go, come on, let's pick up real quick. The kids can go throw all the baby's toys in there. Same for their toys. And again, minimalism makes such a difference. They don't have that much, so it's not overwhelming. I think the girls have 5 toys and 5 like stuffed animals. So they have a big basket that I think we just bought at Walmart years ago, but they each have one and they just dump it all in there and good to go. So the simpler you can make the process to get everything to like that photo worthy, neat, clean, organized setting, the easier you can make that, the better it's going to work. We have a big basket outside of our door for shoes, just one big, I got it at Big Lots a few years ago, just a huge metal basket, like a wire basket. All the shoes just get thrown in there. Again, minimalism, so we only all have a couple pairs of shoes, so it's not that there's tons and tons to have to dig through, but it just goes in the basket outside of the door because you're supposed to take your shoes off outside on the step and put them in there. My kids all still come into the house, then eventually take them off and then put them back out there. Funny though, when we go to other people's homes, my kids make sure they take their shoes off outside. Go figure. But think about those things. Their basket of snacks that they can access. I have in just a little basket here so they can easily grab it and put it back. Wherever you're having the most problem, maybe you just need to simplify the process of people being able to put stuff away, or create a simple, easy basket or bucket or vase or box or something that things have a home to go into. Another thing that obviously I'm going to say it that will help is maybe you need to minimize. Maybe you really need to go through all of your stuff and get rid of it because maybe there's a ton of excess. And so the problem why you feel like your house is always a mess and it's really easy to get overwhelmed by it is because there's so much stuff that, yeah, it is always a mess because you're overflowing with excess. That's probably at least part of the story because I think for pretty much all of us, there is excess there somewhere. I'm sharing a video, Minimize with me, kind of like a take on the Clean with me, that's coming out Monday the 21st. So I'll show you guys kind of how we do it there, and you can grab the ebook down in the description, so you can check that out before we get there. But I think that one's a big help. So cleaning as you go, getting every space cleaned up before you move on to the next thing, having a simple process for everything to have a place to go is a huge help. And then, okay, go ahead real quick. You go quiet though, because your sister's asleep. Go ahead, it's okay, I haven't cleaned them yet. And I'm gonna need to retie them. Please be quiet though, okay? So having a simple, easy way to get stuff put away, obviously, and then minimizing, letting go of the stuff. The less stuff you have, the less you are having to worry and stress about and deal with. I think those are three of my, as far as like a broad spectrum to helping keeping the house in order. That makes a big difference. A couple other things that I do, we don't use a lot of paper products, so we don't use anything like paper plates, paper napkins, paper towels. We use toilet paper, but we don't use any of those other things. So we like to use reusable cloth for pretty much everything, even the baby's diapers and wipes. We use reusable cloth. And so obviously laundry, even just the norm of your clothes and stuff, but I feel like we even have a little extra because we do use cloth for so much. I try to just do a load of laundry a day. Every day I put in all of the clothes that we have, and like every 2 to 3 days, I'll do a load of all of the towels, washcloths and things. And then baby diapers I do every few days as well. But I just try to every day, as we are in the process of doing the things, throw a load in. So I'm not getting behind on it. I try to keep my laundry kind of at like ground zero too. So as we get it, I throw it in, wash it, get it dried, separate it. Everybody has their own stuff, put it away. We're very minimalist in this as well, where everybody only has a handful of outfits. So it's not that there's oodles and oodles and oodles left. It also helps because I can't get behind on laundry because we don't have any more clothes. We must have the stuff washed. So things like that, where if you just minimize down, keep just the core things that you actually need, and then just stay up on it every day. Just get in the habit. Every day, do a load of laundry. Maybe you need to do 2 loads of laundry, but every day just do it. And then as soon as you hear it finish, the washer or the dryer, just go deal with it real quick then. It takes less than 5 minutes. Just get it done. That helps a lot with keeping up with everything so that I'm not getting overwhelmed. It takes for me like 2 seconds for me to slip and let my laundry pile up on the couch and not get it put away. That's something that I am horrible at. So I try, again, for me to step out and work extra hard to keep my laundry actually put away and not just living on, the couch or the chair forever and ever. And then the better that I'm doing at it, my family sees, and they'll kind of jump into and work on it. Another thing that I do that helps, I'll be sharing more about what we do for Sabbath, but we like to stop and take a little time each week to just have our Sabbath day to observe and to rest. And so before we go into that day, I like to get the house nice and clean so that way I can truly relax on that day and not be worrying about stuff. So going into Sabbath, I wipe everything down. Everything smells good. I mop the floors. I try to get all the laundry finished up and caught up. It's just, I feel like, let me work a little bit quicker today. And, it's all coming together. The kids will help me wipe down cupboards and walls and all kinds of things. And we'll just give the whole house once a week a real good once over. And then I don't have to worry about it. And it's all done and taken care of. And then I feel like having that weekly just once over, go over everything real good. Again, I've minimalized a lot, so it doesn't take me that long to do it. It is not that labor intensive. And when you do it consistently every single week, it's really not that hard. But when I get used to doing all that, then during the week, I'm just really just kind of wiping up the things we use, the counters, the table, wiping up in the bathroom as I'm in there getting ready, and then little things like that I feel like I don't really have a set routine for how I get things done because I just clean as I go, and then it's really easy and you don't really need any of that. So that's how we do it to try to help keep the house clean. The kids every evening, by the time we're sitting down, which I kind of share in our evening routine, they're responsible for going and picking up their rooms. Again, they don't have very much in there, so it's not overwhelming for them. The girls don't like picking up, so we told them, fine, if your stuff isn't picked up and put away, then it means you don't care to take care of it. So if I come in there in the evening and there's stuff all over the floor, then I'll just bag it up and we'll go and donate it because you clearly don't want it. And sometimes they go, yeah, you're right, I really don't need that. And we do go bag it up. More times than not, they're like, oh, you're serious? And that means I'll lose it if I don't put it away? Okay, I'll go put it away. And it gets done. So again, our house is not perfect by any means. It is definitely well lived in, and I don't want to be one of those moms that's super fussy and finicky over everything that my kids can't even enjoy the stuff because I'm too busy fussing about, oh my gosh, there might be a mess. They're kids. They make a mess. But we try to keep it very simple so that way your house can go from a ridiculous disaster to completely clean and simplified and put together in a very short amount of time. And that's really our goal. And because we're home all the time, that gives you a lot of time to work on it. So even if you want to go ahead and take the next, couple days or week off of school so that you can really minimize and work on these things, do it. And the whole family can get involved with it. It can actually be something fun. I enjoy it, and I think the kids are learning to enjoy it. They just know it's something I do, I think, by now. But take some time off, get everything put together. When you are home all the time, you need me to retie your shoes? Okay. Here, come here. Put your foot up on me. Oh, look, I found another colored pencil. When you are home all the time, oh, wait. Hold, please. I really don't think you should beat yourself up if you just need to take some time to just focus on getting your home in order, especially when we are home all the time. We're working from the home. We're schooling from the home. We're doing all of our stuff here in our home. There's no way that that's wasting time if you need to put even schoolwork off for a week or so to take the time to get your home in order. Home needs to be a place of refuge, of serenity, of peace, of just, you need to foster a great environment for your souls to flourish, to grow in God's wisdom, to be peaceful and encouraging and relaxing and a great environment for education to flourish and all of those things anyways. So if you need to take a little bit of time off to make that happen, I think we need to not beat ourselves up and be afraid that, oh no, we'll get behind, we just can't, we have to keep putting it off. Take the time off, get it together, everybody will feel so much better, and then get back to it and do the stuff that you need to do. So that's what we do anyways. Hopefully maybe something there is helpful. The kids have not gotten to play outside because we have had snowy, nasty, icy mess lately. Everything has pretty much cleared up today, and it's chilly, but it's not like freezing cold. So they're all outside running and playing and having a blast. The baby is taking a nap. I think I might try to maybe get a little bit of work done. Maybe. Probably as soon as I sit down and start working, the baby will wake up. That's usually how that goes. But Daddy is finishing. He is writing some sermons and doing some work. So as soon as he gets done with that, we will go out and do our nature walk. We go out every Monday as kind of our nature and action theme that we do. And so we watch a lot of nature type shows. My kids love Brave Wilderness and Coyote Peterson, and they've pretty much gotten us hooked too. So we watch a lot of that. We go out and hike around the property and just see where we see God at work in nature and find little miracles, find different plants that we can identify. And, the kids collect sticks and we look for animals and we see how the seasons, things are changing, and identify mushrooms and whatever we can find. Look at the different birds. That aren't just our chickens and turkey, but we have a great time with it and go out and do that. So we are all looking forward to getting outside and doing that this afternoon. I even put baby Olivia in like my Lilla baby carrier so she gets some time outside, which is just good for everyone. So we're going to go out this afternoon and do that once Daddy is done. And then I think that will pretty much be it for our Monday. Yeah, I don't really think we have anything else. We've pretty much finished up everything. School-wise, the kids were rock stars, got everything done, and yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm glad you guys came and hung out with us. I'm not sure. I'll see. Maybe I'll grab some more video here in a little while when we go out for our walk. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We've had so much fun, and I can't believe we're already almost 100 days. We're 96 days into our school year already, so it's flying by. It'll be spring before we know it. I'm gonna try to get some work done, and maybe we'll see you guys later. We'll see if I do more videos today. I have no idea. All right, guys, I was contemplating showing you guys our nature walk and doing that when I got everybody ready. It's like, I don't know if it just started getting a little breezy or what, but it is getting so cold so fast out there. And we are all just trying to fight these like nasty colds that we had and we're trying to get over. We were sick like all last week. So I really don't want to have everybody out there in the cold traipsing around. I think I'm actually going to go. The girls, I was letting them play outside a little bit, but we're going to bring them in and warm them up because it is getting really cold really fast. And I think we're going to put the nature walk on hold. So everybody's going to come in and we can watch some Coyote Peterson, Brave Wilderness, get on PureFlix and see what different kind of sciencey nature type shows that they might have that we can watch and learn from. But I don't think I need to be dragging everybody out through the wet woods when it's getting really, really chilly. So the kids aren't going to be happy with me. They love their nature walk, but maybe one day this week it might be a little bit warmer because it's getting nasty pretty fast. I was hoping maybe we were on the upside of it, but I don't think so. Guess that's it for our Monday. Hopefully some of the tips as far as trying to keep up with the house while you're schooling and doing a million different things might be beneficial for you and your family, but we will see you guys tomorrow. I was trying to think if I have something planned for tomorrow, but now I kind of don't remember what it is. So come show up tomorrow and we'll both be surprised. Thanks you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you later.
Scariest thing ever!
What?
The girls' room!
Our chickens are total freeloaders! Look!
Here, let me show you.
Okay, here, hold on. Here, you hold Bunny for me. Oh my goodness! Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Don't let Jerry up.
Me and Pickle were playing hide and seek. And then I took the girls because she had a hot one.
Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Are these baby eggs? Are these little babies?
No, they shouldn't be fertilized. They should just be. So our chickens have been laying eggs and we didn't know it. Careful, Pin. Maybe. Jen, be careful. Where are they laying them at?
Here, in their boxes.
Are you kidding me? Their pen like fell apart. They haven't even been using it. But apparently they have been using it. In the boxes? Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
In the nesting boxes.
Yeah, I was just looking like right here.
I'm keeping them.
I was sitting right here. And then I was like, okay, is this what I think it is?
I wonder.
I was like, that's an egg.
Is there any more anywhere else?
No, because I got them all. I thought there was like
So we have 4 eggs. I wonder
5.
which. 5?
Yeah, because Pickle.
I wonder which one is laying them.
Maybe it's probably Josh.
Oh my goodness.
Come on,
Yeah, they're
what's
all
your dad? He's not gonna believe it.
I wonder if anywhere else, if there's any. I can't believe they're actually laying.
I didn't know that. I thought it would be like in another
See,
room.
this is the problem with letting them free range, though, is the eggs.
Jella.
Speaking of,
Are these your eggs, Jella? Here, let's see. Let's set them down and see if anyone's laying on
are these your butt nuggets, Jella? They're pooping on the front
Let's see
step.
if they sit on it.
It's okay. Here, pick them up. Oh, Jen, you stepped in something yucky. All right, come on.
Oh, don't puke for the love.
Baby, don't puke.
Don't touch that.
No. Guys, girls, pick them up. Come on.
We'll wash them off and get them ready.
Come here, guys. Huh. We need to start checking out some of these other places where they hang
He will
out.
not believe us. Maybe he'll think we just took an egg from him.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting.
Oh, these yeah?
No, they're not turks. Come here. Kate, careful running around with these eggs, you don't drop them. They lay in this bush a lot. No eggs. feathers, but no
Let me
eggs.
show Dad. I'll be right
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Jen, careful, don't drop them, don't drop them. Right, who's the egg layer? Which one of you?
But the
Look at
hens
Jerk
for
all
the
fluffed up.
roosters
Come on,
usually
let's let it
always
go.
go in the ICU.
Yeah, they do.
gosh,
But I don't think, well, I don't think
They're old
these ones are quite old enough, huh?
really dark one.
Well, I don't think they're old enough to be laying yet. Look at Jerk all fluffed up. I think it's all of only one of our 6 hens. I've been waiting for them to start laying. I've been looking around and I just had...
like another month.
Well,
or like
we can
another
look it up
week.
what our chickens are.
Okay, hold on. I'm holding them.
Virginia.
Hold on, listen. Our
You don't
6,
need to keep them warm.
listen, honey, you don't need to keep them warm. Our 6 hens, our oldest hens, they all lay different color. Listen, are you listening?
That was my point.
They all, I know,
Okay.
I
Sorry.
said that when we were in showing Daddy. Our 6 hens lay different colored eggs. A couple of them I know had brown. So let's go look them up. Let's go look them up and see if we can figure out who's laying them.
Okay.
All
What?
right, let me get Bunny inside.
You want what? I'm gonna go put the eggs inside so they don't get broken.
Hey, baby.
No, the eggs aren't toys, goofballs.
I think there's.
All right, our chickens aren't. No, I wasn't handing them to you. Our chickens aren't total freeloaders. We have 4 eggs worth. Yay!
Yay.
Good job finding them,
Hey,
Lil.
we
That's
recorded
awesome.
the first time getting them, and now we've gotten to
Easter.
the-
It's like Easter. Chicken egg hunting. How about we just look for a few more and see?
All right, guys, I thought I was done filming for the day. I was in there trying to get a bunch of computer work done, and we're working on like all kinds of videos and website stuff and all kinds of things when Lily came rushing in, freaking out. And I was like, oh goodness, hold on, let me grab the camera. Yay, look at that, guys, we have eggs. We've been looking at our older hens and we're like, man, if they're gonna lay, they should be laying like any time now. You know, I know it's winter, but I think it's been, you know, okay, they'll probably still lay. And sure enough, so exciting. So,
Can I please put them in the fridge?
super duper excited. We are going to go look up, I can't remember exactly, but our 6 original hens are all different types of chickens. And so, no, the 6, all ones are different. So we're gonna go, I think there's 2 or 3 of them that lay brown eggs, but I don't remember which ones off the top of my head. I remember a couple of them, but not all of them. Yeah, so we're gonna go look them up and see if we can identify which chicken is giving us
rainbow, right?
awesome eggs. And there's 4. I wonder how long they've been. Oh, I'm so excited. So very excited. Yay, our chickens doing something productive. Please do not walk inside with those shoes. You guys are all nasty.
doing something good.
So anyways, super exciting. Had to show you guys our eggs. We have at least a chicken laying something. It feels like snow right now. It has gotten really cold really fast and it's like really gray skies. So we're going inside. Daddy is going to build a big fire. I'm gonna make dinner. Did you get muddy? Oh.
Where are your poop?
Okay, take your shoes off out here. Okay, you're trying to save the chicken. Okay, we're gonna go deal with this mess, but we will see you guys tomorrow.